So to get started, why don't you tell us just a little bit about your yoga journey, how you discovered yoga and what it means to you?
Oh, yoga is my world. It fills my heart besides my family. Yoga, to me, I was introduced to yoga in 2011 in Florida, and I attended a 9-week Bikram yoga teacher training. After leaving Florida and coming back to Pikeville, there was no yoga studio for me to practice in. So I'd either have to practice in my living room, which never looked like a full practice. It was always, half sloppy, or I'd drive to Lexington, over 2 hours to get to a studio. So I decided to become more of a traveling teacher and attend more trainings and gain more yoga knowledge. So I traveled around California, Tampa, the Bahamas. I've been to several places. I'm now about to have my 7th degree in yoga instructing, being a yoga instructor. So we will be offering another class very soon. I miss my family. It's very challenging, and I love my hometown and community, and what better way to bring a studio here and try to build what I call my yoga family in California and all these other studios, bring it here to Pikeville. After meeting the founders, Mark Drost and Zephia Sampson Drost, they helped me tremendously open the studio here. Evolation is a collective of studios all around the world. And Evolation does trainings with about 20 students, so they make sure you get that one-on-one individual attention that you need. There's always a teacher. They put you in every single pose, let you know how your body should feel, how your mind should feel, how your spine should feel, if you're doing it wrong, correctly. And you get that mind, body, muscle memory when your body's put in a position, and it's like hitting a tennis ball in the exact spot. You get that ping noise. When you hit a yoga pose in the right spot, you feel it.
So why don't you show us a simple exercise that you do here with your students in the studio, but that you can also do at home?
Let's go in the studio, and I would love to share that exercise with you.
Okay, great. Let's go.
Okay, welcome to Inside the Studio at Evolation Yoga, Kentucky. I am going to work with Polly and demonstrate an exercise for our feet. Just like building a car from the ground up, we're going to start with our feet, a very simple exercise you can do at home. The balls that we are using on our feet are called rad rounds. You can Google and order them online. You're also welcome to use tennis balls, golf balls. Target sells a large bulk supply of plush indoor golf balls, which work just as good. So as you notice, Polly and I have 2 different sizes of balls. So she's going to use the smaller one, which is going to hit the tension spots a little harder than the larger one. So ideally start out with a larger one and work your way down to the smaller one. Polly's been practicing with us for a while. So we're just going to place the ball directly in front of our right foot, bring our feet hip-width distance. So we think we have these big, wide hips, but really just take from the bones that you feel in your body, go straight down. Average is 6 inches, about 2 fists is all you need, and make sure your heel's hidden and visible behind the toes. Now we're standing in what's called mountain pose. In Sanskrit, you may also know it as Tadasana. So you bring your hips forward, upper body slightly back, pulling the belly button towards the spine, and gently go ahead and bring the right foot towards the ball. So you press down underneath the big toe knuckle until you see a little white knuckle pop up. Once you see the white knuckle pop up, just gently roll from toe all the way to heel. And then with no weight, you bring the foot back, and you're gonna do all 5 toes on the right foot, all 5 toes on the left foot at your own pace. You can skate now if you want, just rolling back and forth, opening up the foot. We put our feet in high heels. Rarely ever do we take time to actually love our feet after all they do for us. So now bring your feet back to Tadasana, mountain pose, and take a moment to close your eyes. And just be aware, is the right foot feel different than the left foot? All your awareness is in your feet. Does one feel a little more open, a little more flatter to the ground? Try this at home with a tennis or a golf ball. Gently open your eyes, and you do the same thing on the second foot.